Cryptography is embedded in every other attack category in some fashion, so it makes sense to discuss it first. A cryptographic vulnerability is a weakness in cryptographic systems, protocols, or algorithms that can be exploited to compromise data. As cryptography forms the backbone of secure communication and data protection, such a vulnerability is significant. Weaknesses in cryptographic algorithms themselves can also pose a threat. For example, MD5 and SHA-1, once widely used cryptographic hash functions, are now considered insecure due to vulnerabilities that allow for collision attacks, where two different inputs produce the same hash output, which is particularly troubling in scenarios where hashes are used to protect passwords. Some recent examples of cryptographic vulnerabilities include the Heartbleed vulnerability, which exploited a flaw in the OpenSSL cryptographic library. Another example is crack, or key reinstallation attacks, which attacked the WPA2 protocol protecting Wi-Fi traffic. In the early 1970s, NIST was looking for a symmetric encryption algorithm to meet the Data Encryption Standard, or DES, and invited vendors to submit their favorite ones for consideration. IBM submitted a 128-bit algorithm called Lucifer, which NIST accepted but modified it to use a key size of 64 bits, with 8 bits used for parity resulting in 56 bits. It met the requirements for DES, so it was named the Data Encryption Algorithm, or DEA, and became a standard in 1977. Now keep in mind that while DES was the standard that DEA fulfilled, we usually refer to the algorithm as DES. In 1998, a computer was built that broke DES in 3 days by executing a brute force attack until the original key was discovered. This directly led to the adoption of triple DES, or 3 DES. NIST realized that even triple DES was a stopgap, but they needed something quickly, so they adopted this until the long-term fix was in, which eventually became the Advanced Encryption Standard, or AES. Some asymmetric encryption algorithms also have vulnerabilities. For instance, RSA, a widely used public key cryptosystem, can be vulnerable if small key sizes are used or if the random number generation for creating the keys is weak. Cipher suites, which describe combinations of encryption algorithms used in protocols like SSL and TLS, can also have vulnerabilities. SSL/TLS is commonly used to secure web browser sessions, essentially turning an HTTP web address into a secure HTTPS address. This encryption algorithm is also used for securing email, voice over IP, and secure file transfers. Some well-known examples of attacks against Cipher Suite vulnerabilities include the Beast and Poodle attacks that target weaknesses in the software suites used by SSL and early versions of TLS. This is why SSL and versions of TLS lower than 1.2 are no longer used. Generating and protecting cryptographic keys is essential to ensure the security and integrity of sensitive information. The best cryptographic system in the world is completely useless if the keys used to protect it are poorly guarded. In 1883, a man named August Kirchhoffs wrote a paper stating that the only secrecy involved with a cryptographic system should be the key, and the algorithm should be publicly known. This paper ignited a debate that is still raging over 140 years later, known as Kirchhoffs' principle. Advocates of public algorithms claim that exposure to more critics makes the algorithm stronger. Detractors, namely governments, claim that if a smaller number of people know an algorithm, then a smaller number of people will know how to break it. Going forward, we're going to agree with Kirchhoffs and assume algorithms are always publicly known.